Hey everybody, Jeremy here with ChildFund. I'm here with another round of your questions answered, responding to all the pressing questions that you have about child sponsorship, ChildFund, and how you can make a difference in the life of a child. You might know, or maybe you didn't, but ChildFund as an organization has been around for over 80 years. That is a whole lot of candles on a birthday cake. And as you can imagine, after turning 80 years old, there's like a lot of ideas and mythologies that develop about your life story, and some of them are true and some of them are not. So I'm here today to clear up the most common myths about ChildFund and our journey to where we are today. Myth number one, ChildFund is a religious organization. ChildFund is actually not affiliated with any particular religion, but it's easy to understand this misconception. It all goes back to our history. Let's take a trip back to 1938, when a guy in Richmond, Virginia started a nonprofit organization to help children facing hunger in China. That guy, he was our founder, J. Calvin Clark, and he was a Presbyterian minister. Back then, we were called China Children's Fund, but as we expanded to help children in different countries, we changed our name to Christian Children's Fund. And then finally in 2009, we changed our name to ChildFund. So why the name change? Well, even though we have our roots as a faith-based organization, we've actually always been more interested in making sure that kids grow up healthy, educated, skilled, and safe. We've always worked in countries with children from various religious backgrounds, and we've never expected a child or their family to change their religious beliefs or practices in order to qualify for assistance from our programs. Look, basic spiritual principles such as the golden rule, they still apply to our work. And a large part of our donor base are still people from faith communities. But here at ChildFund, we believe that kids are kids, no matter where they live or what their faith is. Moving on to myth number two, ChildFund is an adoption agency. Adoption is a beautiful thing. In fact, I am an adoptive father of two beautiful children, and the adoption experience was so beautiful and rich, but it's not what we do here at ChildFund. In fact, I believe that sponsorship is a way to actually keep families together. We help build this beautiful connection between you and a vulnerable child, letters going back and forth between you and the sponsored child. At ChildFund, we don't facilitate adoptions, but we do facilitate sponsorship, and sponsorship keeps families together. And last but not least, I have to address myth number three. ChildFund does not care about kids in America. Believe it or not, ChildFund actually works in the United States too. Since 1952, we have partnered with local organizations to address specific needs of vulnerable communities right here in the United States. Our work in the United States has spanned from Oklahoma to South Dakota, but right now we work in 3 states, Texas, Mississippi, and Virginia, home of our international headquarters. Our programs in these 3 states are designed to help kids and teens gain self-confidence, overcome trauma, and use their voices to create a better world. Just as an example, in the Rio Grande Valley. This is a place I got to visit myself just a few years ago. Check it out.
Here in the Rio Grande Valley, ChildFund works with children who are experiencing high-stress situations such as poverty and violence in their homes, schools, and neighborhoods. Through our AmeriCorps program, we're able to go into schools and create special areas known as no-pressure zones or dream corners, in which children can participate in social-emotional activities such as reading and discussing books that can help them build confidence, express their emotions, and just say what they're feeling. What you see behind me is just an example of what a dream corner or no-pressure zone looks like. And it's truly a safe space for children who sometimes have to grow up too quick. We partner with schools to help them distribute free lunches and books to students. We look forward to supporting even the most vulnerable kids with the message that they have value, that they have rights and a voice of their own.
As you can see, ChildFund is pretty active in the United States. So maybe the better question is, why don't we only care about kids in America? Well, we are by definition an international organization because of all the history I've already explained, but we do have this radical belief that every single child has the right to grow up healthy, educated, skilled, and safe, even if they don't live here in the United States. Do you share that same belief? If so, all you have to do is click the link below to go to childfund.org and sponsor a child right now. Don't forget to subscribe for more of your questions answered by ChildFund.